This is the moment that a lot of people in this
Go
chat
ahead.
are waiting
Oh,
for.
I'll go first.
All right, you go
First.
first.
All right. So Colorado gets to win 41-27, and shout out to Shiloh Sanders for picking up that fumble late in the game. That it definitely looked like it was a forward pass until you saw the replay. And like, wow, that's actually a legit fumble. And the receiver for Texas Tech did not do what he was supposed to do to go after that ball. But Colorado gets a big win. We thought they would lose. We both called it. This is an apology to Colorado. They're right now the second best team in this conference. They're 5-1. They have the best quarterback in the Big 12, if not the country. A great team. It looks pretty good that K-State won there earlier in the year, and I know that they had some players hurt in that game that probably would have made a difference. But man, big win for them. Coming back from down, I think it was 10-0 that they came back from. Joey McGuire from Texas Tech, what are you doing, man? Like, you cannot be calling some of these plays inside the 5-yard line, inside the red zone. Man, they could have scored so many more points than they did. They could have scored so many more points. They could have won this game, honestly, because Colorado was letting them right back into the game. But Colorado is a good team, and good teams find ways to win. They're 7-2, 5-1 in the Big 12, and Arlington is waiting for them if they just go 3-0 the rest of the way, man.
Yeah, so Colorado, they played really well this game. First quarter was kind of iffy here and there. Obviously, let's be honest, the last touchdown, it was going to be 27-35 or whatever. But, they picked up the touchdown. They picked up the scoop and score and got the extra points on the board. And that really was the nail in the coffin. But it really didn't feel like Texas Tech was going to be able to drive down that field. I mean, they had many opportunities before that moment. There was so many opportunities for them to end the game and come out with the win, but they just, they let Colorado take over the game. In the first half, I was like, man, Colorado, it was 13-10. I was thinking, oh man, I wonder if Colorado's actually going to be able to handle Taj Brooks. This is the reason why I picked them in the first place, was because Taj Brooks is known to be one of the best running backs in the league. And we saw what DJ Giddens did. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to just be another version of that. But Taj Brooks couldn't really get going. I mean, he had a couple moments in the game, but it really wasn't that wasn't really the story. It was kind of a messy game on both sides, but then Colorado cleaned it up at the end. So yeah, I'm sorry I picked against Colorado. I'm not sure if I think that they're gonna win out, but I definitely think out of all the rest of the teams that are in the Big 12, I think Colorado has the best chance of winning the rest of their games, because BYU looks sus. I mean, the last 2 weeks have been rough for them. They barely won against Oklahoma State, and they barely won against Utah. Colorado has actually looked pretty dominant in their wins. I mean, as much as I would hate to say that, but it's true. I mean, they quite literally have been dominating. Now, look at their schedule, though. Their schedule, like Baylor was a crazy close win. Then they went down to UCF, dominated there. They lost against K-State, played against Arizona. Arizona's horrible. Cincinnati, they're actually looking worse, as like they came out and they started to look pretty good. They just lost against West Virginia. They're not looking the greatest. And then Texas Tech, I thought that they had some juice, man. Like after beating Iowa State, I'm like, okay, all right. But there's no chance that Colorado loses to Utah. Not after this last week. There's no chance in hell. There's a chance that KU could upset, but it's not. I'll have to see how this next week goes when KU plays BYU, because BYU might actually lose to KU after this emotional win at home or away. And if KU comes out and wins, who knows if they'll keep that up going into Colorado or going against Colorado. Colorado also has to travel for that, but it's really not that bad of a travel. And then they play Oklahoma State, which Oklahoma State, not the greatest team right now. In fact, I think they're probably going to lose every single conference game this season, which is crazy to say. sorry, Oklahoma State, you're really bad this year. But I would say that, out of all the teams, I would say that Colorado has the best chance of actually winning out the rest of the season. That's just my opinion right now. So I thought it would be close. Hey, listen, I said I thought it would be close against Texas Tech. I said I thought it would be close, but I did pick Texas Tech to win out just because of the home advantage. Turns out Texas Tech couldn't get it done, and Colorado got it done. So props.
Here's what I'm going to say about this. Colorado's exceeding everyone's expectations. I mean, they're going to a bowl game for the first time in like forever.
Sure.
They have the inside track to the conference championship. I will say that they did get a little bit lucky with their schedule. They're playing most of the lower teams in this conference. Let's be honest. I mean, they're not playing Iowa State. They're not playing BYU, right? So like, they're not playing Arizona State, and K-State's playing all the top teams. Like every top team in this conference, K-State is playing. K-State did not get lucky with the schedule makers this year.
Yeah,
They did not. Colorado did, and they're proving why they're good. I would like to see what their record would be with K-State's schedule, but I will say again, I'm sorry for picking them to lose to Texas Tech. They were clearly the better team.
Mm-hmm.
You and I were both buying a sauce after Texas Tech went to Iowa State and won, and looks like Iowa State's probably not the best team in the world either. Colorado's pretty good, especially when they get Travis Hunter the ball in space. That touchdown he had in the second half was beautiful. They scored 31 points in the second half. That's insane. And they have the best quarterback in the Big 12, if not the country. Like I said earlier, they're a darn good football team, and I would not want to play them right now. And I agree with everything you said. They probably have the best chance to go undefeated the rest of the way.
Listen to this, Steve. Listen,
so they're definitely going to win 10 games, if not 11 or 12.
Right, but hear me out on this, Steve. If BYU goes undefeated and gets to the conference championship, and Colorado goes undefeated and gets to the conference championship, that is our best chance as a Big 12 to get two teams into the college football playoff. That's our best chance, because let's just say Colorado. I don't know. I don't think they would take a 3-loss Colorado, now that I think about it. But I don't know if they would also take a 1-loss BYU if Colorado beats BYU in the conference championship. Would they do that? I don't know. It's kind of all up in the air right now. But I would say that if it's BYU Colorado in the Big 12 championship game, my hopes are high for having two teams in the college football playoff. I'm just saying, if Colorado wins or loses,
3 is wishful thinking at this point.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's not going to happen.
I think that they should probably get both of the teams that play in a conference championship into the college football playoff. Actually, the new rankings came out today for the regular polls. I think Colorado is 20th in one, and then 17th in the other. K-State is 19 and 20. So
let's finish out the. I guess Steve just got out of the call here, but I was going to say we're going to finish out the rest of the week. Let's finish.
That was a mistake. I clicked the back button on the wrong thing.
I was going to say let's finish out the rest of the games this week, and then we'll answer some comments or go over some comments, and then we'll get into our power rankings, and then maybe talk a little bit of K-State basketball at the end here.
Okay.
So Colorado, congratulations. You won. You have the best chance of making it to the Big 12. I mean, they said it like literally 100,000 times. I can't even. I wish I played a game where I took a shot every time I heard an announcer say, "And Colorado's got their destiny in their hands," or Colorado, basically controlling their destiny. It's in their hands. I heard it like literally 1,000 times. It made me want to throw up. I'm like, all right, we get it. They have the control in their hands. We understand. We get it now. But yeah, congratulations, Colorado. You deserve it. You came in and you played well, and you did a damn good job against Texas Tech. Texas Tech, that was basically an elimination game for you. So sorry, but you're pretty much out of contention at this point.